I wore a mask for justice, not for fear and outraged screams. Rode the plains with Tonto, chasing out the lawless schemes. Silver bullets in my belt, not meant to kill but warm. But now I see the badge I knew is bloodied, masked and torn. January 6th, they called them saints while cops were left to bleed. But ice and hoods kicks down your door, and that's called law and creed. The ones who beat the Capitol get flags waved in the crowd, but families praying in their homes, they're dragged away, not proud. I was the Lone Ranger riding for the truth. Now I see them locking up Tonto in a no-name black hooded booth. They forgot the meaning of justice, traded silver for red meat. Now the lawmen rise for cruelty, while the lawless get a seat. They don't ride to save the children, they ride to earn applause, smiling while they cage the laborer beneath corrupted laws. They chant back the blue while cheering men who crush the light. They jail the mothers working late to send their kids to die. I didn't wear this mask to hide, I wore it to remind that justice sees all faces, not just the white, not just the kind. If you jail Tonto while calling traitors heroes, then I ride not for the badge, but against it. I was the Lone Ranger, I stood tall and brave, but now they trade their honor for flags on a MAGA grave. The mask I wore was sacred, now it hides their shame. They lock up the innocent and let the monsters play the game. So here I stand, mask on face, but my heart in the light. I'll ride again with Tonto to bring the truth to fight. Hi-oh, silver, away.
I was the Lone Ranger. I wore this mask to protect the innocent, not to terrorize them. I rode with Tonto to defend the voiceless, to stop the lawless, and to show that justice means something. But now I look across this country, and I barely recognize the badge I once stood for. You call those January 6th rioters patriots? Men who beat cops with flags and crush skulls to overthrow democracy? You defend them. You fund their legal fees. You call them hostages. Yet when icy agents masked, nameless, faceless, kick in doors and drag mothers away from their children in the middle of the night, you say that's law and order? You call one group of masked men heroes, and the other you worship in silence. But I'll tell you the truth. A patriot doesn't hide behind a hood. A real lawman doesn't need to be nameless. And justice never needed a mob. My mask was a symbol of hope, not fear. These new masks, they're not for the people. They're for cowards. Cowards too afraid to face the community they're destroying. ICE raids don't protect America. They rip families apart, devastate neighborhoods, and turn every immigrant into a target. All while January 6 traitors are treated like folk heroes by a party that claims to back the blue. Back the blue? You spit on the graves of officers who died defending this country. You cheer on their killers, and then expect us to respect masked, icy agents? That's not justice. That's hypocrisy dipped in red, white, and blue. I wore silver bullets, not to kill, but to remind the world that justice is precious. What are your bullets made of now? Fear? Hate? Lies? I rode with Tonto, side by side. We weren't here to lock him up. We weren't here to silence him. We were here to fight for what's right. So let me say it plain. If you wear a badge and you choose power over people, if you cover your name while tearing families apart, if you salute insurrectionists but jail the innocent, then you are not a lawman. You're an outlaw wrapped in government cloth. I was the Lone Ranger, and I still ride for justice. This time, me and Tonto ride for the soul of this country. Hi-yo, Silver.
The Lone Ranger.